when you go live. Check. Check. That's all.
Trip Stoltz.
Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. on. And welcome into Lindsey Nelson Stadium, the first official football game of the 2025 season. Tonight, it's the Whitthorne Tigers facing off against the visiting E.O. Coffman Panthers. We are just about set for kickoff. Lewis Maddox on the call, along with Drake Colley, Chris Yao on the boards for us. Drake, it's
yes,
here.
Sir.
We are here.
It is Thursday Night Light, folks, and I cannot be more excited. First game of the year. I know I've got butterflies. I know all the players and the coaches do. And tell you what, Whitthorne Middle School is ready to get back in the good graces. They took it on the chin from Mount Pleasant last year in the Murray County Championship game. And now they're looking to get back on the winning track and take care of a tough team always out of Lawrence County, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the E.O. Coffman Panthers. And
here come the Tigers.
Here they come.
2025 Whitthorne Tigers, like you said, the runners-up in the Murray County Conference. Lost to Mount Pleasant in the championship last season. And they are ready to avenge that title against a formidable Week 1 opponent in E.O. Coffman, a team who did not lose a football game in 2 years. 2 years ago, their streak was stopped by these Whitthorne Tigers and head coach James Dickinson, and they are back here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium after being beaten twice in a row, 2 years in a row by these Whitthorne Tigers, and trying to get back on track.
And like you said, Lou, they didn't lose for what, 2-3 years?
2 years, 2 straight years.
Never lost a game. E.O. Coffman didn't until they ran into Whitthorne Middle School the last 2 times, and Whitthorne has taken care of business. Coach James Dickinson and his crew figured out the puzzle, I guess, with E.O. Coffman. Head coach James Dickinson, defensive coordinator Kenneth Hughes, defensive backs and receivers Maverick Dickinson, running backs and linebackers coach Bo Holloway, offensive and defensive line Drew Parker coaches them.
Dallas Workman.
And Dallas Workman also works with the offensive and defensive line.
Jimmy Ford is quality control and risk management. Head coach for the Tigers, James Dickinson, starting his 5th season at the helm of the Tigers operation. Greg Swan is the head man for the Panthers from Lawrenceburg and E.O. Coffman Middle School. Once again, Lewis Maddox and Drake Colley joined alongside Chris Pointer on the call for the Front Porch Sports. Chris Yao.
Who?
Excuse me. Sorry, Chris. We got 2 Chris that joined us. Chris Pointer is our athletic director. An onside kick on the opening kickoff of the Panthers from E.O. Coffman. It gets through the front line of Whitthorne, but is recovered by Whitthorne's number 69, Steve Harden, at about the 45-yard line, and that's where Whitthorne will set up 1st and 10 for their first possession of the ball game.
E.O. Coffman head coach Greg Swan right there was trying to pull a little okey-doke on him, I think, Big Lou, and maybe a little Nick Saban-esque on the onside kick and catch the Tigers off guard, but they covered the ball at the 45, and
see, when I think of that, I think of Arkansas doing it to Nick Saban.
Oh, I see. Well,
we're not going to get into that.
Okay,
though.
all right.
Okay, 3 wide receivers, actually 2 wide receivers split out to the right side. Will Davis, the tight end, with his hand in the dirt on the right side. It's a handoff to Darius Booker on the right side, and he's going to scoot forward for about 7 yards up to the Panther 48-yard line. So officially a gain of 7 on 1st down. It brings up 2nd down and 3 for Whitthorne. A good opening play for the Tiger offense.
Stopping the clock for some reason on a running play that there's no flag. This should be fun. Oh, there is a flag.
There was laundry on the field, and it's a holding against Whitthorne on play number 1.
They got the Tigers for holding. I never saw anything on the field, but
I think it got lost in the gold of the Lion.
Okay. I guess so.
If you're looking at our live stream, you can see the new field on.
That's a big call because that was a nice pickup of about 6 yards on that 1st down run right there, and And the Tigers find themselves backed up.
It was officially 7. The line of scrimmage would have been the Panther 48-yard line. It's now the Tiger 35.
A lot of difference between 1st and 20 and 2nd and 3.
You're absolutely right. Kerr in the shotgun. They'll run the same play. Darius Booker, right-hand side. Has
he
some
might be
room to
gone.
run. 45-50, 45-40. Makes a man miss. 35-30. Gets down to the 20, 15-10, 5, and is almost dragged down. He scoots into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers on play number 2 of the first drive of the season. The Tigers lead at 6-0 with 7:20 to play in the first quarter.
And why not spot E.O. Coffman 10 yards on that? You know what I mean?
Fine,
First
take it.
First and 20, 1st and 10, it doesn't make any difference.
Who needs 7 yards when you can get 70?
That's exactly.
Officially a 65-yard run by Darius Booker, and the Tigers strike first in less than 40 seconds here in the first quarter, and their offense will stay out there to go for 2. This time Kerr is going to line up under center. 2 backs behind him. It's Booker and Jakari Owens, a quarterback keeper. They surge forward, push to the goal line. No signal yet. And they say it is no good. Elijah Kerr came up short. Guess we can't have a video review on the 2-point play there, but Tigers lead it 6-0 with 7:20 to play in the first quarter. And it really only took them 1 official play.
Yeah, that was
pretty
fun.
fantastic.
Let's do it again.
I'd like
If
to.
you're a Whitthorne Middle School Tiger, let's do it all over again when you get the ball back.
And I think this is important to bring up. Yesterday on the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour, Coach James Dickinson guaranteed a Tiger victory.
He did. And I'm going to make a reference to Alabama again. Joe Namath guaranteed a victory, just as Namath did in the Super Bowl against the Colts back in the day.
Super Bowl III.
Okay, Super Bowl III.
Which was a
17-point underdogs
of the NFL merger.
Yeah, 17-point underdogs.
Or like when Drake Colley called the homecoming win for Spring Hill last year on game day.
Did it happen?
It did.
There you go.
6-0 Whitthorne after 39 seconds of game time off the clock. Man for the Tigers to kick it away will be Grayson Barker, the 8th grader. And we'll see E.O. Coffman with the ball first here in this week 1 opening game of the 2025 middle school season. Back to receive for the Panthers is number 17, Kaysen Driver. Kick is going to be high and to about the 15-yard line. Driver fields it there. Gets up, 25. Passes to 30, breaks a tackle, cuts up, 40-yard line, and he's going to be finally corralled and drugged down by the kicker, Grayson Barker, at the 49-yard line of Whitthorne, and that's where E.O. Coffman will take over, 1st down and 10 for their first possession.
Yeah, nice tackle by Barker right there. If he doesn't get him, he's probably still running.
Driver is a big kid.
I was about to say,
he looks like a high school player.
Returning kickoffs, he was a good-sized kid. Normally you get the returners for punts and kickoffs are a little bit smaller in stature and a little quicker, but he did a good job right there to get it past the 50.
Cooper Barnett is the quarterback, set up in the shotgun. A back on his left-hand hip. He's looking to pass, going towards Driver, who's all by himself, but the throw is over the head of Driver around the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
And folks, when we say number 17, Driver, Kaysen Driver is a good-sized young man for a middle schooler. I'm talking, he looks
probably close to 6 feet tall.
yeah, at least. I
Maybe,
mean, he's high school size. There are quite a few kids, players on E.O. Coffman's side of the offense anyway, that are good-sized players.
This time 2 receivers split out to the right side. A wing back on the right hip of the quarterback. It's blown up in the backfield. A handoff to that wing back. It's going to be a loss of about 4 yards for E.O. Coffman. Brings up 3rd down. And a good play coming off the edge right there. Number 8 for the Tigers, Killian Brown.
Yeah, that was a tremendous
left side defensive end spot.
Tremendous play. As soon as the back got the handoff, he had nowhere to go. Brown was immediately on top of it.
Be 3rd down and 14 to go for E.O. Coffman. 6:30 to play first quarter. If you're just joining us, the Tigers struck from 65 yards out on a handoff to Darius Booker on play number 2 after a holding call on play number 1. This time the quarterback, Barnett, in the shotgun, takes the snap. 2 wide receivers to either side. He's looking down the middle. It's picked off. Tez Johnson with the interception. Flag on the play as Johnson brings it back across midfield. He's down to the 30. Still streaking. 25-20. And he's drugged down out of bounds at the 15-yard line by number 50, Breyer Beersdorf. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. There was a lot of contact around where that ball was intercepted.
It's like holding against Coffman. It was the initial signal. We'll see what the white hat says. Good tackle by Breyer Beersdorf at about the 15, or that
holding on Whitthorne is the call. Defensive holding in the secondary. Big missed opportunity for the Tigers.
Oh my goodness, what a call that was. It was holding. I just had it on the wrong team, Big Lou.
Yeah, I got concerned when all the referees were going over to have a conversation with Greg Swan on the E.O. Coffman sideline instead of James Dickinson.
Well, 2 big penalties here in the first quarter on Whitthorne. Of course, you had the holding penalty that brought it back to 1st and 20, and then the next play they went 70 yards for the touchdown. But now you take an interception off the board and in business at the E.O. Coffman 15. E.O. Coffman's in business on Whitthorne's 42-yard line.
Turns a 3rd and 14 into a 3rd down and 4. Barnett takes the snap from in the gun. It's going to be blown up in the backfield on the jet sweep all the way back across the 50-yard line.
That looked like
Tez Johnson.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I mean,
against the Michigan.
Looked like South Carolina Jadeveon Clowney in the Outback Bowl in 2013.
Tez Johnson was in the backfield and just blew that play up from the get-go.
You think he was a little mad after getting his interception taken off the board?
I don't blame him one bit. I would be a little upset about that too because it looked good and he almost had a pick 6.
Tigers ball spotted in between the hashes towards the far side of the field. Bring up 4th down and 10. E.O. Coffman brings out their punting team. Going back late deep to receive is number 12 Avery Shipp. Some confusion on that punt from E.O. Coffman, and they're going to get away from it as Amaru Freeman is the closest man to it. A great punt from E.O. Coffman as it rolls down to the 8-yard line where it'll go out of bounds at that point. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 8.
Really nice kick there by E.O. Coffman's punter. The ball turned over. You don't see that a lot in middle school kicking, but the ball actually turned over, hit about the 18-yard line, and then rolled out of bounds at about the 8. So Whitthorne's backed up, and
it was a missile. You don't see a lot of
you do not see that
punts in middle school.
You absolutely do not. So Whitthorne just needs to take care of the ball right here. Don't turn the ball over. And I would think you're going to get more of the same from the first possession. That's running the ball.
Sage Jigcomb on the left-hand side. Kingsley Duncan on the right-hand side. A handoff. Jakari Owens up the middle. He's got a block from Duncan on the outside. A pancake block. He's up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Cuts back inside, up to the 45, and he's going to be drugged down by 5 Panther defenders at the 46-yard line. Forget the good punt. The Tigers are in business at the 46.
Wow, what a run. 38-yard run by Jakari. And he was trying to get a little stiff arm in right there at the end. I saw him put his arm out, and he was headed towards the sideline around the 45-yard line, then cut it back inside.
He reminds you a little bit of another guy who wore number 2 in high school and down south in Alabama.
That's right.
Played for the Tennessee Titans for 9 years.
Derrick Henry. Jakari is a big kid, big running back. He's tough to bring down.
2 receivers split out to the right. Kerr in the gun with 2 backs on either hip. This time a handoff to Darius Booker, who makes a cut up the field. Another flag on the play in the Tiger backfield.
Now, that came from the white hat. There's probably a hold, I would imagine.
Pick up a 4 on the play, but it looks like it might be negated.
Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah. He showed holding, but he didn't point. But they're walking backwards, so it was against Whitthorne.
Yeah. Blocking the back is what the call was.
Oh, okay.
And that's a spot foul. So I guess it was right there at the line of scrimmage.
Spot. That's unusual. Typically, if it's ahead of the line of scrimmage, you go back to the original line.
It looks like they might have done that. It looks just like they were going back farther than what it was.
Yeah. So here we go, 1st and 20 again.
We know what happened the last time.
That's right.
2 receivers out to either side for the Tigers. Kerr in the gun, takes a snap, rolls out to the left, gets Will Davis in the flat on the left-hand side, and he will pick up 5 or 6 yards up to the 41-yard line. Officially a pickup of 5, brings up 2nd down and 15 for Whitthorne.
Yeah, Davis got cut down right there at the 41-yard line after about a 5-yard gain by number 2, Truett Waller, for the E.O. Coffman Panthers.
3.5 minutes to play first quarter. The Tigers lead this one 6-0 over E.O. Coffman in their Week 1 matchup here from Columbia Central High School's Lindsey Nelson Stadium on Jim Cartwright Field. We're coming to you live on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network from inside Marion Woolhoit press box. Shotgun snap to Elijah Kerr, looking down deep. Wants Kingsley Duncan down at the 40, and he makes an unbelievable grab at the 37-yard line, and the referee's going to take it away from him. Said it hit the ground on his way down. The catch will be wiped off the board. Would have been good for a first down, but it will bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Tigers.
Goodness gracious.
With 3:07 to play.
Duncan.
It looked like to me he had control of that football.
Well, I guess we couldn't tell. He must have popped out. The ball was on the other side from where we are perched here on the 50-yard line above Jim Cartwright Field. But
I apologize. Every time I try to go to a replay on here, it takes us back to basketball season, so we're not going to have replays tonight, guys. I apologize.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right.
Kerr with the quarterback keeper, right-hand side, out of the shotgun, and he will get up to the 45, cut back inside to the 50, and get down to the 47-yard line, taken out of bounds at that point. Brings up 4th down for the Tigers after the good run from Elijah Kerr, but now
4th and 3 decision time.
In plus territory in middle school football, I believe James Dickinson's going to go for this as he's giving Elijah Kerr the new signal right now.
Yeah, but you're still in the 6-0 game. Just on 2:58 to go in the first quarter. And I guess it looks like Coach Dickinson's going to roll the dice here.
Prime territory for the Tigers to make a statement.
4th and 3 right here. I'm thinking Jakari Owens somewhere running the ball.
Elijah Kerr will set up under center. Receivers out to either side, 2 backs behind. It's Tez Johnson, and there's movement up front from both sides.
Like number 17, Dylan Espinal might have.
Yeah, they call it on the Tigers.
Jumped off. Left a little early. Had a different count than the rest of the team.
Turns a 4th and 3 into a 4th down and 8. And now probably a tougher decision. And yes, Elijah Kerr will make his way over to the sideline, even though the Tigers offense is still in the huddle, but they did bring out one more man. So we'll see what Coach James Dickinson elects to do here as Kerr comes back in.
I would probably say they're going to get a timeout.
Clock is stopped at 2:56 in the first quarter. They're lining
our
up.
Our play clock.
In offensive formation. Jakari Owens, trip set out to the left-hand side. He's going deep down the field to Jitcomb. He makes the grab at the 30-yard line. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. No flags on the field. It's a touchdown for Whitthorne. What a play by Elijah Kerr to keep his composure.
Sage Gidcomb. Number 1 was the receiver right there that was all alone. And when I mean all alone, there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him.
There was a pump fake to Will Davis, who they were trying to go to right towards the line of scrimmage on a comeback route. And I think somebody played up, and that freed up Gidcomb around the 30 for the long touchdown for the Tigers. It's now 12-0 as the Tigers line up to go for 2. What a gutsy call by James Dickinson on 4th down and 8. Here's the handoff to Jakari Owens. He's going to be met at the line, falls forward, and he does not get in. The 2-point try is unsuccessful. With 2:45 to play in the first quarter, the Tigers now lead it by 2 scores, 12-0 over the Panthers from E.O. Coffman. What a gutsy play that was.
And, you know, Big Lou, when we broadcast the Jamboree last week and had Coach Dickinson on the show with us, he mentioned and brought his quarterback, number 16, Elijah Kerr, with him. And he mentioned he's got 3 or 4 of the baseball guys, he calls them, that have come over to football that he didn't have last year.
Elijah Kerr is one of them.
And Elijah Kerr is one of them. He's the quarterback. And as you can tell right there, Elijah has been on point with his throws, and there's nobody happier at Lindsey Nelson Stadium right now than Coach Dickinson to have those baseball guys on his team.
You're absolutely right. 12-0 Tigers on top of the Panthers. Grayson Barker, number 14, comes off the sideline and will kick it away. Fair catch called for by E.O. Coffman at the 15-yard line by Braulio Perez, the 8th grade running back and linebacker for the Panthers.
Nice kick. Good leg, good distance, good height, good distance.
It is middle school football. I don't think Perez knows what a fair catch signal is, because he started running and they blew the play dead, and he's throwing his arms up to the referee saying, what are you talking about?
I was ready to hit somebody. What are you talking about?
So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line, down by 2 scores with 2:45 to play in the first quarter. Long way to go for E.O. Coffman here. They're starting deep in their own territory. Trips formation set out to the left-hand side. Number 17, Kaysen Driver set out to the right all by himself. Loaded box for the Tigers as Barnett takes the shotgun snap. Pressure coming as he rolls out to his right-hand side. Comeback route by Driver, and he makes the diving grab as he comes back to the football at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers upcoming.
This is a nice throw on the run there by the quarterback as he was pressured out of the pocket, ran over to his right, threw about an 8-yard pass and completed it. Makes it a much more manageable 2nd down, just 2nd down and 2.
Kingsley Duncan was the man in coverage on Driver, and he's in coverage on Driver once again as 2 receivers split out to the right-hand side. A wing back for the Panthers, and Barnett in the backfield with a back. Perez on his left tip. 1 receiver split out to the left. This time a handoff to Perez going around the right end, and he will be taken out of bounds as a flag comes down. As Perez gets past the line to gain, it'll be a 1st down pending the penalty in the Panther backfield.
Yeah, Perez is a good-sized back, thick, stout-looking player. Braulio Perez, number 0.
And it's a block in the back on E.O. Coffman, which will take the ball back.
Second
and about 14 to go.
Second block in the back call we've had tonight. What's the rule of thumb, Big Lou? If you can read their names on the back of their jerseys, don't touch them, right?
If only these guys had names on the back of their
I know, but I'm just saying, if they had, but don't,
You can see the Rydell on the back of the helmet.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. If you can read something from behind on a player, on an opposing player, or don't touch them, just let them go.
2nd down and 14 for E.O. Coffman. 1:52 to play first quarter. Barnett in the gun, and it's a false start as moving early was Breyer Beersdorf.
Hell, this offensive series for E.O. Coffman, they're going the wrong direction. So this is going to make it about what, Big Lou? 2nd and 19, maybe?
19. It'll be 2nd down and 19.
And that's going to move them all the way back to about the 8 or 9 yard line.
It moves them back to officially the 7.
Catastrophe would be a turnover right here by E.O. Coffman.
And we've already seen the Tigers with an interception by Tez Johnson being taken off the board by a defensive holding penalty. Here it is, 2nd and 19 for E.O. Coffman as Barnett is set up on his own 2-yard line in the gun. Takes the shotgun snap, backs up into the end zone, chucks one over the middle to Driver, who climbs the ladder but can't get up to it as he's covered on the play by Sage Kidcomb, the 8th grade cornerback. And it brings up 3rd down and 19 for the Panthers.
Hey, good spot to mention some of our sponsors here. Special thanks to our 2025 game sponsors, Ned Rich of Custom Stone Handlers, Goodman Family Dentistry, Munger and Mulder, McDonald's of Columbia, the Wolf Family, Lister Hill Credit Union, Foster Insurance, Mike and Jimmy Ford. We appreciate your sponsors and being part of this broadcast tonight.
3rd down and 19 for the Panthers. So once again, Barnett set up on his own 2. 2 receivers split out to either side. Perez on his left-hand hip. A lot of movement before the play happened, and a sack in the end zone, as they're going to give him the 1-foot line outside of that end zone. That was an interesting play. It looked like a lot of pre-snap movement.
Did it look like Will Davis from the right side got in there maybe over the line a step a second early by at least a yard?
I sure thought he was. I mean, we may be the only ones who saw it.
So if it wasn't blown dead, was he enticed by some movement on the other side? If he was, that play should have been blown dead.
What's the linesman walking? I know the linesman's on the other side from where Davis came in, but I mean, certainly you will see that. I mean, Davis is one of the tallest players on the field.
Yeah, and that was clearly unabated to the quarterback, so it should have been stopped immediately. But hey,
it's 4th down and 25 for E.O. Coffman. Sage Gidcombe is set up to return the punt at the Panther 30-yard line. It'll bounce one time. He'll pick it up off the first bounce. 20, 15, and will be dragged down by Driver at the 15-yard line. Good coverage from Driver for E.O. Coffman right there as he makes the tackle, saving a touchdown for the Whitthorne Tigers.
Short kick by Perez right there. Just bounced it about the 22-yard line right into the hands of the returner. And I'll tell you what, the Tigers are in business at the 15-yard line with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter.
12-0 Tigers. They are set up 1st down and 10 for their 3rd possession of the ball game at the Panther 15-yard line, looking to add to the 12-point advantage they have over E.O. Coffman. Elijah Kerr in the gun. 2 backs to either hip. Kingsley Duncan out to the right. Sage Gidcombe out to the left. A handoff to Jakari Owens, who falls forward to about the 13-yard line. They'll mark it at the 13.5. A pickup of about 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and officially 8 for the Tigers as the clock ticks under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter from Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
Yeah, I think Coach Dickinson is just fine with letting the time roll off. He's got a 12-0 lead.
I would be too.
Let the time just roll on down and get into the second quarter.
15 seconds to play in the first as the clock winds.
Our play clock on the field is not operable tonight, so we're having
no play clock in middle school.
Oh, well, no wonder then.
Down to 4 seconds as Kerr's in the gun, and he up with about 3.
Nice hit by number 1, Jet Black on Jakari. Jakari was kind of stood up.
All name team
what
right
a name
there.
right there. That's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Jet Black blasted, put a nice hit on Jakari Owens.
12-0 as the Tigers hold the lead over the Panthers from E.O. Coffman. We head to the second quarter of play when we return from Lindsey Nelson Stadium. In just a moment, this is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior, when it comes to your performance, don't settle for anything less than excellence. We're proud to announce that Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic is now Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance of Columbia, where we are redefining sports medicine and orthopedics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance's team of expert sports medicine physicians understands the unique demands of your body. TOA Columbia specializes in personalized orthopedic care, offering state-of-the-art treatments for everything from sports injuries to joint replacements. Learn more at toacolumbia.com.
Welcome back into a partly cloudy sky from Neyland Stadium. Lindsey Nelson Stadium. The Tigers lead at 12-0 over the Panthers from Lawrenceburg in E.O. Coffman Middle School. Lewis Maddox, Drake Colley, Chris Yao on the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. We appreciate you joining us for week number 1 of the middle school football season. It'll be Tiger football, 3rd down and about 7 to go from their
from E.O.
From E.O. Coffman's 12-yard line going in. So a prime opportunity for the Tigers here to add to their 12-point advantage.
I know Coach Dickinson and his assistants really don't want to waste this opportunity from a short punt and getting the ball at the first and 10 from the 15-yard line of E.O. Coffman with just 15 yards to pay dirt. So they want to make the most of this and get this ball in the end zone.
Elijah Kerr in the shotgun. Tez Johnson is the wingback. This time Kerr will shoot out to Will Davis in the flat. He gets down to the 10 and will be driven out of bounds at the 6-yard line. About a yard shy of that line to gain. It'll bring up 4th down and right at 1 yard to go, maybe a little less than that. And the Tiger offense will most certainly stay out on the field this time.
You're exactly right, Big Lou. I feel as though if Will Davis was on the other side of the field where the sticks were and he could see where the first down marker was, I think he might have just tried to stay in bounds and lunge forward for that first down.
Maybe a little dive.
But on this side of the field, there are no markers, no first down or yard line markers, so he couldn't really see where he was and just was pushed out of bounds a yard short.
Quarterback keeper as Kerr surges towards the end zone, gets down to about the 1 yard line. There's a flag on the far side of the field behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's on the side of the Tigers.
As Darius Booker is getting up a little bit slowly in the middle of that pile, and the penalty is going to be called against the Tigers.
Likely illegal formation.
I think so.
Well,
I don't think the split out was on the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what. Whether the Tigers win by 1 or 100 tonight, Coach Dickinson is going to have some fuel for coaching next week, getting ready for game 2 of the season with the amount of penalties the Tigers have incurred already.
Field goal opportunity.
Grayson Barker comes out to set up for the 27-yard field goal attempt. Elijah Kerr to hold. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is wide right of the mark, no good. Missed opportunity for the Tigers as the kick comes up off the mark.
Yeah, and
Score remains 12-0.
And I can tell from Coach Dickinson's body language he is not happy about that. That offensive series from his Tigers.
Starting at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, when you're 1st and 10 from your opponent's 15-yard line in a 12-0 game, you really want that 3rd touchdown to be put in. And but hey, it is what it is. Time to pull up your pants, be a big boy about it, and move on. Get out there on defense, right, Chris?
There you go. That's all. You know, it's really frustrating when you have great field position, but the way this defense is playing, you can kind of take some chances and do some things like kick a field goal there.
The E.O. Coffman offense comes back out with Barnett in the shotgun. 2 backs on either hip. This time a handoff to Perez around the right side. He's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Oh, no.
By a Darius Booker. Great tackle by him. A loss of about 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 13 for the Panthers.
Greg Swan said, well, that sweep off the right hip was working for them. Maybe it'll work for us. It did not, in fact, work for them.
New jerseys for the Tigers. The 7s and the 1s look very, very similar.
They really do. And had me fooled for the whole first quarter, so I'm going to get that right eventually. But tremendous play by Booker in the backfield, heads-up play, and pulled the Panther down for a 3-yard loss.
Barnett in the shotgun with Perez on his left hip. High snap, brings it down with one hand. A toss out into the flat to Perez, and he's got some room to work. He's going to be working past the line to gain. He passes the 50-yard line. 40, 35, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, racing towards the pylon. He gets in. Touchdown Panthers as they cut the lead in half with 6:25 to play.
We've got laundry on the field at the 47-yard line.
Amaru Freeman, the cornerback on that far side, the only man that was standing in between Perez and the goal line, I thought was pretty obviously held on that play. We'll see if that's the call. I think it came from that back judge.
Let me tell you, Greg Swan is very upset. There are 2 flags on the play. One at the 42-yard line and another at the 47.
And it's going to be a holding on E.O. Coffman. It will bring that big-time touchdown run from Braulio Perez back.
Is that a spot? Is that a spot?
Yes.
It's a spot foul. So that's going to be, it's going to be a first down.
It brings it back to the 43.
Yeah. I believe it's going to be 1st and 10 from E.O. Kaufman's 43-yard line.
Yeah.
And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers here.
But what a play.
We'll keep it right here.
The quarterback for E.O. Kaufman right there just dumped the ball right over the top of the defender that had his long paw up in the air, and
after snagging the snap down with one hand,
hit his running back in stride, and off to the races he went. Except he just had a teammate there that grabbed a little jersey, Chris, and that's a no-no in football.
Can't do it.
No,
Can't do it. Particularly on a play like that when, it's probably not even going to.
There's one guy to beat.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the block in the back thing. Just if
Leave it be. If he gets tackled, he gets tackled.
But you just can't grab him and pull him to the ground or grab a handful of jersey right there in front of the official.
Yeah, no. They're trailing the play just like you are.
Sure.
They're running right along. You cannot do that. And that's, again, if you saw Coach Swan over there, he was
furious.
Furious is a great way to put it.
And I will tell you, more than likely, the officials are trained to not watch the ball carrier because the ball carrier can't do anything nefarious or wrong for the most part, other than unsportsmanlike conduct. So you're watching everybody else, not the ball carrier, even though we're all watching the ball carrier.
Right.
1st and 10 from the Coffman 43-yard line. After the touchdown was brought back by the holding call for the Panthers. Quick pass out to the side, and it's going to be dropped on the play by the wingback, Caleb Young.
Yeah, it hit Caleb Young in the wrong spot, Big Lou.
Right in the hands.
Yeah, right in the hands. I'm just going to, it's the only way I know how to put it to you.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers as they re-huddle back up, and going over to the sideline. They get a call as Cooper Barnett, who walks back into the huddle.
Matter of fact, it hit both hands and then his knee and then to the ground. So that was the
terrible spot to hit.
Yeah, the triangle. Devil's Triangle, as they call it, I
Bermuda.
guess. Yeah.
Where balls are lost and never to be seen again.
Never caught.
They switch that formation over to the left-hand side as Young is the wingback on that side. A quarterback keeper by Barnett. He's making men miss all over the place. And should have been a loss in the backfield, but Cooper Barnett surges forward, makes a couple of tacklers miss, and gets up to the 49-yard line.
That was a tremendous run by the quarterback for E.O. Coffman. He just kind of juked and sidestepped and okey-doked his way for about 8 yards right there.
Tez Johnson was coming on a middle linebacker blitz, and he did. But, great job there. Like you said, that little sidestep. Next thing
That's
you know,
all it takes.
Get straight up field. Did a good job.
Officially a pickup of 7 yards on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd down and 4 for E.O. Coffman at their own 49-yard line. Case and Driver, a man split out to the right-hand side, along with another receiver. A receiver split out to the left-hand side. Wingback is Cooper Young on the right-hand side. Shotgun snap over to Cooper Young. This time he does catch it, coming up to make the tackle. He slips through the tackle of Kingsley Duncan and surges forward to the 45-yard line, where he's taken out by Darius Booker. It is enough for the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10, E.O. Coffman from the Tiger 45-yard line.
Whitthorne's Kingsley Duncan, number 11, had him dead to right there. He just tried to tackle him too high. He went up around his shoulder pads and his helmet, tried to pull him down, and the runner or the receiver just shed it.
You got to break down there, especially in the open field. Break down, see the belly button, make a tackle. Very simple.
But he went up around and looked like he tried to grab him around the shoulder pads, and that's just not going to work.
5:28 to play in the half. 1st and 10, Panthers from the Tiger 45. Cooper Barnett takes the shotgun snap. He's looking to pass. He's got a man open, and it's dropped at the 41-yard line by Truett Waller, who can't be 5 feet tall. He had to climb the ladder to try and catch that ball, and he almost did, but it came out of his hands on the way down.
I'm going to tell you right there, fortunately for the Whitthorne Tigers, that pass was not on target and caught in stride because there was only one defender between the E.O. Coffman receiver and the goal line.
Listen, Tez Johnson is making it known he's coming, and nobody is touching him.
We saw this in the Jamboree, too, and even more so in the Jamboree. The Tigers would bring 7 or 8 players to the line of scrimmage and blitz every single one of them on any given play, and you see them all stacked right there around the line of scrimmage. You see Tez Johnson stepping up, and he does come in on the blitz. Barnett rolls out to his left-hand side. The pass is caught by Young downfield, and breaking and dragging Grayson Barker down to the 25-yard line.
He's slow getting up.
Young gets up slow, holding his back. He does stand up, and it's like he's somewhat okay.
Yep, he just reached towards his back.
And they're going to make him come out of the ball game.
Right now,
while we Panthers.
Big Lou, while we got a break, let's list a few more of our sponsors that help bring this terrific broadcast to the Middle Tennessee, Columbia area. Ryan Gandy, Tennessee Electric, Krebs Kubota of Columbia, Don and Sandra Gandy, Columbia Power and Water Systems, Bob and Kelly Myers, Wire Masters Incorporated, Brandon Taylor, R.G. Satterwhite, Morgan Lusk Healthcare Marketplace. Let me get that straight. Morgan Lusk Healthcare Marketplace.
All one word. Yeah, that's
Jim
it's all gone.
Jimbo and Kim Nutt. Thank you all for being sponsors. And without Big Lou, without these sponsors, this broadcast would not be possible.
Those are specific sponsors for the Whitthorne football team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they are very much appreciated.
Certainly are. So if you see these folks out in the community, go tell them how much you appreciate and thank them for
You're
their
welcome.
involvement with Whitthorne Middle School football.
And they really are.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
I did facilitate the CPWS sponsorship. That's
Awesome.
all I got.
Okay, all right.
That's all I got.
Well, I need to add by Chris Yao there behind the CPWS.
Well, you're absolutely
I just
right,
facilitated it. I didn't do anything.
You're right, Drake. Without those sponsors, there wouldn't be a football team. And with no football team, we wouldn't be broadcast.
That's right. Absolutely.
See, you got to think deeper. You got to think deeper.
First down and 10 out of the injury timeout for Yo Coffman at the Tiger 24-yard line. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the first half. The Tigers still hold a 12-0 lead over the Panthers from Lawrenceburg. Cooper Barnett with two receivers out to either side takes the shotgun snap, a one-step drop going towards the end zone, and he overthrows Kason Driver down around the goal line. Coverage by Sage Gidcombe brings up second down and 10. That same spot, the Tiger 24.
Yeah, I think that was a good idea from E.O. Coffman. The driver just ran a go right straight down the field inside the right hash marks and was just really overthrown by a yard or two. It was just off the mark, and he was open and behind the defense.
I think Kason Driver has been open on every play. He just hasn't been hit yet.
Well, I mean, he's 6'4" or whatever. I mean, he's
is a big boy.
He is a big kid.
Looks like a starting high school
An
wide
easy
receiver.
and
as an
an
eighth grader.
easy person to find if you're the quarterback.
And some pre-snap movement by the Panthers will be flagged. I think they were just trying to get set up, but he already had his hand in the dirt, and they're going to call a false start on Yo Coffman. It'll back him up 5 to the 29-yard line.
What a beautiful night for football.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I mean, it's the sun is starting to set over the big hill, the Murray County Park. Shadows are long towards the east, and it's just a tremendous night here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium on Jim Cartwright Field.
It was mostly cloudy when we started. It's now mostly sunny from Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Another false start, as getting an early start on that play was the wide receiver out wide for E.O. Coffman, Colt Evans. Back him up another 5, and it'll be second down and 20.
That time Johnson deked him. He set up a, what looked like nose guard and then backed out quickly. So.
And like I said earlier, there'll be plenty of ammo for both coaches. I mean, I know this is the first game of the season, but you've got to stop the mental penalties and errors if you're going to play winning football.
Another 4 wide receivers set, even on either side. Shotgun snap as Barnett rolls out to his right side. It's picked off. Kingsley Duncan heading back the other way across midfield. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. Perez the only man to beat, and he does beat him into the end zone. Kingsley Duncan, defensive touchdown Tigers, and they take that 3-score lead with 5 minutes to play in the half.
And as an old broadcaster used to say, give him 6.
Give him 6. You should say give him nothing but checkerboard too. But there's no checkerboard here.
There's no checkerboard. It's all purple and gold.
I appreciate you
But I want to give a shout out to one of the greatest broadcasters of all time.
John Ward.
That absolutely.
Every time I watch the SEC storied on the broadcasters, man, gets me teary-eyed every time.
As it should.
I mean, Forney, Ward, Fife, all those guys.
He was good at football, but I think he even did a better job at basketball.
Terrific
I think
basketball
that was
announcer.
his
Snap down, kick on the way
Look
from
at that.
Barker, and it is up and through the uprights. The extra point is tacked on and good.
Hey.
The score is now 19-0. Tigers on top of the Panthers.
Good on Coach Dickinson there to give that kid a chance to redeem himself after that field goal opportunity.
He stepped into that kick. That looked professional.
He was frustrated after that last field goal attempt with himself. So getting out there, getting that confidence back with a little extra point. Good job by him, and good job by Coach Dickinson there again to get him that opportunity.
And it really is a confidence thing, because talking to Coach Dickinson in the offseason, he's talked about his kicker all year, Grayson Barker. He knows that he's got a big leg and can do some damage for the Tigers. On that field goal attempt, it looks like there were the snap didn't get down immediately right off the bat, so that was a good opportunity for him to get that extra point back.
And great job by the holder to get it up, because the snap was on the ground.
And, you know, the kicker position is the kind of position where you need a little boost of confidence from your coaching staff. You know what I mean? You can't.
And on top of that, Grayson Barker is also one of the starting cornerbacks, so he just ran 70 yards down the field on the Kingsley Duncan pick six right there.
But he stepped into that last extra point, and then that was straight down the middle with plenty to spare. It looked good.
Barker kicks it away, lands at about the 25, and bounces back up the field, and it's going to be fallen on at that point by Jet Black on the all-name team. Makes the recovery around officially the 27-yard line. That's where Eo Coffman will take back over on offense.
That looked like one of Peyton Calvert's P. Money's approach shots on the green where it hits and checks
spin.
up. Yeah, checks
I'll
up.
tell you, that's the perfect kind of kick, for a middle school, because sometimes those kids won't even touch it. They'll just be like, oh.
They've been told not to touch it, probably.
Right. And so you never know.
But it's a live ball.
Yeah, you can get down there and get that on an onside kick. That's a great location for a middle school kick.
If Coach Dickinson and his coaches figure out a way to maybe work a breach kick like that into no man's land, somewhere maybe between the 30 and 40-yard line, you could get down there and cover that ball.
Absolutely. You never know.
1st and 10, Coffman from their own 27-yard line.
Watch the swing pass out of the backfield to the left here. This is like they did last time they had trips right.
And they've got trips right this time. One receiver split out to the left. Perez on the left hip of Cooper Barnett. Barnett takes the snap, looks back over to Perez, who is pulled up in the backfield by Jakari Owens. Braulio Perez is looking for his lungs on the 20-yard line as Jakari Owens puts the hurt on him. A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and 13.
Welcome to the Murray County Middle School Conference, Mr. Perez, says Jakari Owens. I wonder if, you know.
Listen,
It almost looked as though he allowed him to catch it and then stuck him. You
He was
know what I
waiting
mean?
for it.
I mean, that was, but.
Which is smart, because they ended up losing 2 yards
There
on the
you
play.
go. Absolutely.
I don't know ball, and I knew that was coming, so he had to.
2 receivers split out to either side. This time, a different running back on the right hip of Barnett, and the pass thrown up in the air is going to be caught about 6 yards, brings up 3rd down and 5, officially a pickup of 7.
The little guy.
Tackle made by Darius Booker there.
He caught that football, and I don't think the Tigers defense
Anybody
saw him.
or they believed that he actually was. That they all kind of stopped for just a second, looked at each other, and then.
I'm dead serious. I think he disappeared behind one of the other receiver that it was actually intended for.
Because number 2 isn't big as a minute. I'm just going to tell you right now for Eo Coffman, and we're talking about Truett Waller, but.
It's one of the starters out there. He must have some skills on him.
It's not about the dog and the fight, right? It's about the fight and that dog.
Loaded box for the Tigers. Barnett takes the shotgun snap. They bring everybody. Pressure in the backfield immediately. Barnett pulls it down and breaks out to his right and will run out of bounds.
Maybe
right at the line to
he's
gain.
right at it, Big Lou.
Line to gain was the 42.
I think he got it. I think they're going to give it to him.
It's spotted at the 42, and it is a 1st down for Eo Coffman. Barnett got just enough, and it's a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
They took a look at the Hawkeye
There
Yeah,
is a
if you
drone
want
up here.
I was about to say they don't have that here at
Yeah,
middle school games yet.
They got the Hawkeye out here. They knew it was a first down.
Seems to be a drone at every middle school and high school football game these days.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier than setting up those big tripods in the end zone for huddle, I guess.
It's easier than setting up what we're set up with right
there's
here.
no question about that. We do
Flick
it for
the
you
wings out
guys who are watching.
And we appreciate you tuning in to the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. This time, I formation for the Panthers as Braulio Perez takes the snap, and he finds nothing but purple jerseys in the backfield. Redirects his attention to the middle of the field and is taken down a yard behind the line of scrimmage as there is a flag on the play.
No.
And it's going to be holding against E.O. Coffman.
Who'd they hold? Everybody was in the backfield.
One of the 7 guys that was blitzing the Tigers defensively
They didn't
apparently was held up.
They did not hold them very effectively.
No, they did not. Was a loss of 1. It'll turn into first down and 20 for E.O. Coffman after that holding call.
First and 20 at the 27-yard line.
Takes it back to the original line of scrimmage at the 27.
I mean, both teams have had success throwing the ball for the most part. I would say E.O. Coffman is probably a little bit over 50% for the game as far as their completion rate, and I know Whitthorne is.
2 receivers out to either side. And a wingback formation for the Panthers as Braulio Perez is on the left-hand side. This time a jet sweep to Cooper Young on the left-hand side. He makes a spin and gets up to the 35-yard line.
Nice run.
Pickup of about 8 yards as they get back some of that penalty yardage. Spotted at the 35-yard line, brings up second down and 12 for the Panther offense.
Yeah, Young just took the handoff and went around the left end and is about the line of scrimmage, did a little complete pirouette and picked up a good 8 yards. It was a nice run.
You'll take that on first down. You just wish it wasn't on first and 20.
Especially when it's first and 20.
Braylon Hill, the right side defensive end for the Tigers, re-enters the game for Will Davis.
Got trips again over here.
Tigers stack the box once again, trips out to the right side. Shotgun snap to Barnett, rolls out to his right side. Pass complete to Cooper Young at the 35, and he's driven backwards by Darius Booker and Sage Gidcombe. No gain on the play. Will stay at the 35-yard line. It brings up third down and 12.
Yeah, that play right there, he had his big receiver, Kaysen Driver, a little further down the field on that same area, that same type of route. I thought he was going to kind of go over the top there and maybe try to hit his taller receiver, but he hit the closer receiver to him, and no gain on the play.
Just a little levels route where you've got options to go over the top if you need to, but honestly, in middle school when you're rolling out, you just can't expect these kids to be able to
to see the whole field, and I understand
or
that.
get enough juice on and feel confident after he's already thrown 2 interceptions.
45 seconds
Probably
to
a good
play
call.
in the half. 19-0 the score. Tigers on top of the Panthers from Lawrenceburg, and Greg Swan takes a timeout with under 40 seconds to play in the half. And we will keep it right here as halftime is rapidly approaching. 2 offensive scores for the Tigers on the day, 1 defensive score as Kingsley Duncan took the interception back to the house for 6 for Whitthorne. That makes up your scoring, 19-0 the score as Whitthorne leads over E.O. Coffman with 39 seconds to play in the half. We'll bring it up once again. James Dickinson guaranteeing a victory over E.O. Coffman. He's making good on his promise so far.
So good on that. Special thanks to our 2025 game sponsors, Ned Rich of Custom Stone Handlers, Goodman Family Dentistry, Munger and Mulder, attorneys at law, McDonald's of Columbia, the Wolf family, of course, Lister Hill Credit Union, Foster Insurance, Mike and Jimmy Ford, Ryan Gandy of Tennessee Electric, Inc., Krebs Kubota of Columbia, Don and Sandra Gandy, Columbia Power and Water Systems, thanks to our own Chris Yao, Bob and Kelly Myers, Wiremasters Incorporated, Brandon Taylor, R.G. Satterwhite, Morgan Lusk Healthcare Market, Jimbo, and Kim Nutt. We certainly appreciate you all, sponsors.
And the Matascala family. Back from the timeout. E.O. Coffman, 3rd down and 12 as Barnett rolls out to his left-hand side, and it's dropped by Cooper Young as he felt the pressure from Avery Shipp coming up quickly at the 41-yard line. It brings up 4th down and 12 for E.O. Coffman as Cooper Barnett tracks over to the sideline, and it looks like the Panthers will punt it away with 4th down and a long 12 to go. "35 seconds remain in this opening half, week 1. Matascala family.
Matascala, is that okay? All right. And the Matascala, I just didn't want to make sure I pronounced their name right. The Matascala family, thank you guys for also being a part of this broadcast and part of the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers football program and a game sponsor for 2025.
Checking in late for the Panthers is Jaden Ellis, the 8th grader, comes on late to the offensive line in punt formation for E.O. Coffman.
Forgot he was on the punt team, huh?
Happens a lot.
What have we got now?
Time taken once again by the white hat official as timeout is taken by E.O. Coffman.
3rd and final timeout. Can't take them with you.
I guess not.
No.
Let me get this.
No.
Hey,
Timeouts do not fit in your pocket either. So
in middle school football, especially in a situation like this when you're punting from your own 35, a mishap there could make this uncomebackable in the second half if something were to happen in favor of the Tigers in the last 35 seconds of this half. Yeah, we'll see.
So 54 is now coming off the field. He got out there late and didn't even get to see the play through.
35 seconds remaining in the half. 19-0 is the score. The Tigers lead over the E.O. Coffman Panthers by that margin as the Tigers make their way back out onto the field. Back deep to receive for Whitthorne is Kingsley Duncan. Sage Gidcombe is the up man. Tez Johnson in front of him as the Panthers from E.O. Coffman come back out, lined up in punt formation. Cooper Young is the up back, and Braulio Perez will be the man to punt it away for the Panthers. Punt is away. It's a short and high kick bouncing at the Tiger 49 and bounces down to the 45-yard line. 28 seconds to play in the half. The Tigers will take over at their own 45. Maybe with another opportunity to get something going here.
They've shown they can score in 13 seconds. Guys.
NFL preseason has started tonight. Officially starts tonight, and these scores are brought to you by the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Join us every Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock for all your news, sports news, updates, Magic 8-ball picks. As the Indianapolis Colts are down to the Ravens with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, 14-9. Ravens are up by 5 right there. The Bengals are up 14-10 at Philadelphia with 9:28 to go in the second quarter. And later tonight at 9 p.m., a kickoff between the Las Vegas Raiders at the Seattle Seahawks.
A little Jalen Milrow action, maybe.
There you go.
Elijah Kerr, 5 wide as he chucks it down the field towards Avery Shipp. The pass falls incomplete around the 25-yard line. Will bring up 2nd down and 10 as the Tigers are looking to add to their score right before half here. There were no running backs in that formation. They were trying to get Avery Shipp down around the 30. And Shipp and Tez Johnson will check out of the ballgame. In comes Will Davis and Adarius Booker.
Yeah, Avery Shipp was being defended by number 2, Truett Walker, and who plays the safety for E.O. Coffman. And Shipp has at least a foot on
easy
Truett Waller right there. So
they'll set up 5 wide once again. Owens, Gidcombe, and Duncan on the left side. It's Booker and Davis going down the field. Jakari Owens grabs it at the 25 and streaks into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers with 14 seconds to play. and they strike quickly once again. It's now 25-0. The Tigers on top of the E.O. Coffman Panthers.
And folks,
Uncomebackable.
that's exactly what the doctor ordered with 14 seconds to go in the second quarter, right before halftime, as the Tigers tack on another touchdown.
Should I trademark that phrase, Chris?
You might.
Uncomebackable.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Uncomebackable.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Now that I'm looking at it here and it actually happened, I think it's still comebackable. But we'll see what happens.
So
if
on the back of the T-shirt, put ... maybe.
Maybe comebackable.
Number 14, Grayson Barker, back in the game to attempt the extra point and make this hopefully a 26-0 game for the Whitthorne Tigers.
Snap is down, kick is away, and it looked like there was a piece of it. Yes, and they do say it was blocked.
I believe that was number 50, Briar Beersdorf, for the E.O. Coffman Panthers, that got his paw up there, his Panther paw up there, and knocked it down.
Score remains 25-0. The Tigers on top of the Panthers from E.O. Coffman. Now 14 seconds remaining in the half. And I would have to imagine that E.O. Kaufman might just cut their losses here and
might be a pretty good. I think
head
that's
to
a
the
pretty good
brand
idea.
new locker room.
Yeah,
visiting locker room here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. That is unfortunately almost like a hotel. Being a former Central High School football player and Whitthorne Tiger football player, you kind of liked that locker room over here was just absolutely disgusting. Nobody wanted to go in it. You wanted your opponents to be uncomfortable. I guess, you know, thanks Chris Pointer for
now it's really
making
nice.
It so nice. It's very nice in there.
I think they want to come back again and again and again, but that's okay.
Especially the referees. It's like a hotel room in there.
It looks terrific.
Grayson Barker will set the tee up at the Tiger 40-yard line.
Oh, is he going to onside kick?
I think he is. He's set up in that formation. And he's approaching it like he's going to, and he does. A great onside kick, but a great recovery by number 58.
That really
Gabe
was a
Hendry.
great onside kick. I mean, that's
exactly what you want to happen.
The exact bounce you want, everything.
And why not?
Coach
you
Swan's going to like that
right
too
there.
much or
Probably not a bad idea by Coach Dickinson right there. You could even get some onside kick practice in.
I think that was the plan. I mean, even if he recovers that, my guess is he's probably taking a knee and going to the locker room.
Well, and at the same
but it's
time,
an opportunity to get your guys a chance to do it in live action against another opponent.
And at the same time, you had 28 seconds on that last drive, and you only took 14 to score. You had 14 left.
Yeah, he did.
You recover it, you're
Absolutely.
in better position. Might be able to score again. 12 seconds to go as Cooper Barnett will set up in the gun. Two receivers split out to either side. Braulio Perez, the running back, on his left-hand hip.
I just run a quarterback draw right here and run the clock out, but they might throw it. I don't know.
Barnett, shotgun snap. He will back up, looking for someone downfield. A great sack in the backfield.
Take it to the locker room, Coach.
By number 8, Killian Brown, off of the edge.
Yeah, nice ankle tackle by Brown.
What a half of football for the Whitthorne Tigers. They lead at 25-0 heading into the halftime break. For the Front Porch Sports Radio Network, we will be back for second half coverage when we return. 25-0 Tigers on top of the Panthers. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Murray County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
Sunday morning, man, she woke up fighting mad, bitching and moaning.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Welcome back into Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Second half action is about 3 minutes away. 25-0, the Tigers on top of the E.O. Coffman Panthers. Hello and welcome back into the broadcast booth after our halftime break. Lewis Maddox, Drake Colley, Chris Yell on the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. And Drake, Coach Dickinson, keeping good on his promise that he made on our show.
The guarantee he did on the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour is coming to fruition. I mean, it's the real deal. 25-0 at halftime. And right now, I don't see the Panthers from E.O. Coffman
putting up much of a fight here,
mounting much of a comeback. I think they're going to try to stop the bleeding somehow. I think in the second half, you'll see backup players probably for both teams, I would imagine. But to start off the third quarter, I think Coach Dickinson for Whitthorne will have his starters back in for a little bit, maybe tack on another touchdown, and then you'll see backups come in. And, the backups, Big Lou, they need to get some playing time in too. They're at practice every day. They work just as hard as the starters do or harder. And they need to get out there and on the field and get some game time reps too. They deserve that too.
Absolutely. And another thing to think about is E.O. Coffman has been such a powerhouse in middle school football over the past 5 or 6 years. And they look the part too. They passed the eye test. I think this might be some of the toughest competition that Whitthorne faces all season.
Yeah, well, EA, I tell you what, for folks here in Murray County middle school conference that are familiar with it, they've since they formed the conference 4 years ago, the conference has 4 different champions in 4 years. So it's really kind of hard to pinpoint who this year's champion is going to be. Obviously, watching Whitthorne in the Jamboree and then watching them tonight, they look pretty strong.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
And as far as the other 4 teams that we're talking about. E.A. Cox. We're talking about Battle Creek Middle School. Of course, Whitthorne Middle School.
And Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant and who's our – Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
Spring Hill Middle, the Generals. So, but, we just have to play the season out, let the chips fall where they may, to borrow a old cliche. And, of course, in football, there's always a possibility of injuries, your star players going down, something like that. But I think Coach Dickinson has these guys, the Whitthorne Middle School, gone swimmingly tonight as they're up 25-0 as we're about to start. Hey, let's go through E.O. Coffman Panthers football coaching staff. Head coach Greg Swan, the team from Lawrenceburg, Lawrence County. Jamari Bentley is assistant coach. Jacobri Stevenson, Carson Urban, Matt Weigert are all assistants. Student trainer Shaylin Wilson, student trainer Carly Trammell, and a student trainer Aubrey Griffin. All on the E.O. Coffman Panther staff, coaching staff, and those guys work hard too. And it's just like you in broadcasting, Big Lou. It's a labor of love. As
Absolutely.
You just said that.
I just said that.
I know you just said. I know,
yeah.
And I'm going to borrow that phrase. Coaching and devoting your time to these young kids and leading them and molding their character, because let's admit it, 12 to 14 years old is the most impressionable time of a young man and a young girl's age.
Middle school.
Yeah, I mean it's a time where your body grows, your mind grows, and it's just a tremendous time to be alive and a tremendous time to have somebody to lead you through those years.
Grayson Barker back deep to kick it away for the Tigers, and the second half is underway. Kaysen Driver comes up and muffs the kickoff around the 28-yard line. A pooch kick from Grayson Barker, and it is recovered by Truett Waller around the 30-yard line of E.O. Coffman, and that's where the Panthers will take over for their first drive here in the second half. 25-0. Tigers advantage over the Panthers from E.O. Coffman, and we are underway here in the second half. Lewis Maddox, Drake Colley, Chris Yao.
We got our replay going?
On the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio
and
Network.
Now our replay is back up on our video stream. So any of you folks listening to this right now that want to go onto Facebook, YouTube, you can pull us up as always and watch the video streaming of this ball game.
4 wide receivers set for the Panthers. Shotgun snap to Cooper Barnett, and he's going to be taken down right around the line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line.
Watch the video streaming of this ball game.
Was the man carrying the ball for the Panthers. Johnson comes up from his linebacker snap, makes the tackle to Cooper Barnett, and he's going to be taken down. Second down
as always.
Dusk is falling on Jim Cartwright Field. No more shadows from the sun. We've got shadows now forming from the stadium lights that are coming on here at Lindsey Nelson
Stadium.
Night.
Beautiful night. Perfect night for football. Of course, it is August. But I'll tell you what, I'll take it compared to what July was like. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, goodness gracious.
3 wide receivers out wide for the Panthers this time. Perez on the left-hand hip of Cooper Barnett. Cooper Young, the up back, playing the wing spot on the left-hand side. A handoff to Perez and bowling through the line of scrimmage and making the tackle in the backfield of Cooper Barnett. Darius Booker
Cooper
with
Young,
the tackle.
back.
A loss of 5. The wing spot on the left-hand side. A loss of 6. To bring up third down through and 16 to go for the Panthers.
Cooper guys like a Darius Booker, they're just reading, keying off the quarterback, and the quarterback, if he is not taking some type of drop, he knows it's going to be a run, and which direction the E.O. Coffman offensive line is blocking, and he's just teeing off and getting in the backfield.
It's a numbers game right now for the Tigers up front.
I mean, down 25-0. E.O. Coffman doesn't look like they're going to throw. Now they're back in the shotgun right here with only one back to block, so could be
Barnett takes the shotgun snap, rolls out to the left, tries to break up through a holy song line of scrimmage, but it closes quickly as Will Davis, the right side defensive end, makes the tackle at the 28-yard line. A gain of about
Could be
30.
Brings
up the shotgun snap, rolls out to the left, tries to break up through under 6 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Big Lou, it looked like to me that was just a quarterback run the whole way. I didn't see him really look up. Once he got the shotgun snap to him, he just took off, put his head down, took off to the left side of the line. And ends up being 4th and 12, 4th and 13.
Long 12.
Yep.
Braulio Perez back to punt for the Panthers, back deep for the Tigers, standing at his own 38-yard line is Kingsley Duncan. The punt from Perez is going to be caught by a Panther.
It's quite a play.
It was number 12, Colt Evans, and it was caught at the Panther 47-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over. The 42-yard line is where the Tigers will take over, not the 47.
You were spotting them 5 yards. That would be a 1st down and 5, right? I mean,
no,
that would be a 1st and 15. So we were gonna penalize the Tigers, but it is 1st and 10 from E.O. Coffman's 42.
Elijah Kerr back in at quarterback for the Tigers. All the way a quarterback draw, and the play is blown dead as Laundrie comes in from the far side. And it's going to be a false start on the Tigers, and now they'll be set up at the 47-yard line.
You knew that. I mean, you looked into your crystal. Do you have a magic 8-ball also that you can look into the future with and will tell what's going to happen? Because it's
a magic cue ball, actually.
And 15 from the 47 now.
I knew it.
That's amazing.
I guess I just knew it. No, I didn't. That was definitely a mistake. 1st down and 15, 5:16 to play third quarter. 47-yard line of E.O. Coffman is where Elijah Kerr will set up shop. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. A handoff to Jakari Owens going around the left end. Gets up to the 45, to the 40. Down to the 35s. Tiptoes down the sideline and steps out. That is where he's marked out. He is marked out at the 30-yard line. Shot. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. A handoff to Jakari Owens going around the left end. Gets up to the 45, to the 40. First down for the Tigers. 35s. That is where a fresh set of chains at the 30-yard line going in.
Yeah. Whitthorne Middle School, just student body left there. A little toss to Jakari Owens, and off to the races he went. Not a whole lot you can say about that, but get out of the way. And he ran out of real estate at about the E.O. Coffman 30.
Kerr in the shotgun. 2 backs on either hip. Designated quarterback draw. Kerr up the middle, runs into his own man down to the 20. Cuts back and will scoot forward down to the 15-yard line.
About the E.O. Coffman 30.
As Elijah Kerr gets down, Kerr in the shotgun to the 15. Another first down for the Tigers. Designated
Beautiful quarterback draw by Elijah Kerr. Straight up the middle there.
Down to the 20.
About 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. He gave a little juke to his right and then back to his left. And then another little okey doke about a couple yards down the field. And a 10, what was that? That was a 15-yard gain.
Gets down to the 15. The first down marker is set at the 5.
Yeah, 15 yards on that. Nice play by the quarterback.
Shotgun snap to Kerr. This time a handoff to Killian Brown, who is going to lose a couple of yards as he tries to cut it up the middle. A breakthrough on the 15. The first down marker is set at the 5. Loss of 2 on the play. It brings up second down and 12
yards on that
for Whitthorne.
Defensive specialist Darius Booker just checked in. He might be, they might have called his number on this play. Let's see if they go to him right here.
He took the first play,
right,
65 yards to the house.
Yeah.
He's a speedster.
I'm just saying he just checked in. So let's see if he's lining up on this side of the field here.
Different formation for the Tigers this time. Haven't seen this yet as Booker comes in, and they will toss it out to a Darius Booker, who is going to be taken down 1 yard ahead of the original line of scrimmage, and there's definitely a holding on that play. Saw that one coming.
He's lining up on
number
this
76
side of the
for the Tigers.
Different
formation for the Tigers this time. Haven't seen this yet. Booker for the Tigers comes in, and they will toss it out to a Darius Booker.
He had him pretty much bear hugged as Booker tried to turn the corner. at about the 15-yard line, but that's going to push the Tigers back to the 27 of E.O. Coffman. Yeah, 27-yard line. Second and forever. Second and 23. Second and 23.
I believe second and 23. 22 officially. Second and 22.
I'll take 22. Every yard counts in football.
Second and 22 for Whitthorne. Kerr in the shotgun. Two receivers split out to either side. He'll back up to pass, going long down the field. Kingsley Duncan is there, and he's bumped, and the pass goes over his head inside the 5-yard line. Kerr in the shotgun. 22. Two receivers split out to either side.
Nice
He'll
play
back
by
up to
the
pass, going long
cornerback there
down
for
the
E.O.
field. Kingsley
Coffman
Duncan is there.
I think two of the smallest players on E.O. Coffman's team are playing in the defensive backfield for the Panthers.
It was Josiah Emerson that time in coverage of Kingsley Duncan.
He wasn't far from intercepting the ball.
No, he wasn't. He just got lost behind Duncan. He does not have the size advantage out there on the outside. Tigers set up on the Panther 27, trying to get down to the 5-yard line for a fresh set of downs. Kerr in the shotgun takes the snap, will back up to throw it. Pressure coming in, goes down the field to Sage Gidcombe, and it's picked off by Emerson. Gidcombe makes the tackle at the 17-yard line, officially the 18. What a play. Shotgun takes the snap, will back up number 8. Pressure coming in, goes down the field to Sage Gidcombe, and it's picked off by Emerson. 5-yard line for a fresh interception. Sets up the Panthers on the 17-yard line.
What a terrific defensive play by Emerson right there. It almost looks as though it was going to be a completion for a half a second, and then Emerson comes up with the interception, runs it back about 7 or 8 yards and gets tackled and comes up limping on the play. So we'll have to pay attention how bad Emerson is hurt there when the Panthers go back on defense.
Panther offense comes back out onto the field, set up on their own 17, 1st and 10. Under 3 minutes to play as they trail by 25. Loaded box for the Tigers as trips are set up to the right side, but Barnett will roll out to his left. Doesn't find anybody, and he's sacked in the backfield by number 69 for the Tigers, Steve Harden, the 7th grader. Under 3 minutes to play as they trail by 25. That James Dickinson has picked up on his loaded roster for the Tigers, making his trips are set up to the right side, but Barnett will roll out to his left. Doesn't find onto the field.
Just watching the last few play calls by E.O. Coffman, I just kind of get the feeling that Coach Swan, Greg Swan for E.O. Coffman, might just be trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. At 25-0, it looks like they might be ready to get their backups in here pretty soon.
Shotgun snap taken by Barnett. A handoff this time to Braulio Perez. Trying to find some room on the outside. He gets up to the 20-yard line and will be shoved out of bounds at the 22. A pickup of about 5 for Perez brings up 3rd down and about 5 to go.
Yeah, Perez right there around on the right side, the right end, got the handoff. And he had a little bit of running room once he got past the line of scrimmage. If his outside blocker Lake Evans, number 3, could have maintained that block a little longer, I think that could have been a longer run for Perez, but brings up 3rd and 6, Big Lou, 3rd and 7, somewhere in that range.
Looks like 3rd and 6.
Okay.
Barnett in the gun, 2 backs on either hip. 3 receivers split out wide. A handoff to Perez on 3rd down and 6, trying to get out towards the outside. 1 broken tackle, cuts back in. Will Davis meets him at the 20, and he'll be dragged down by a host of Tigers at that point. He's still surging forward, picks up 3 on the play, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 4 to go for E.O. Coffman.
And as I said, I with 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter, down by 25, I feel as though 3rd and 7. If Coach Swan was trying to think he could get back in this game, you're throwing the ball right there. You're not running it.
Absolutely. But against this
and I know it's about the defense, and I get
it.
But all I'm saying is that if you're truly thinking about getting back in this football game and think you have a shot, you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and 7 right there.
Absolutely.
Timeout going to be taken with 30 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 25-0, the Tigers on top of the Panthers. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Whether you're an athlete or a weekend warrior, when it comes to your performance, don't settle for anything less than excellence. We're proud to announce that Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic is now Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance of Columbia, where we are redefining sports medicine and orthopedics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance's team of expert sports medicine physicians understands the unique demands of your body. TOA Columbia specializes in personalized orthopedic care, offering state-of-the-art treatments for everything from sports injuries to joint replacements. Learn more at toacolumbia.com.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my
Welcome back into Lindsey Nelson Stadium. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter of play. 25-0 the score, as the E.O. Coffman Panthers will come back out to punt. Kingsley Duncan back deep to receive, standing at his own 40. Braulio Perez standing at his own 14 to punt it away for the Panthers on this one. It'll roll past the 50-yard line, be scooped up by Duncan. He pauses and then takes off, gets to the 49-yard line of Whitthorne, and will be dropped there. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter as Whitthorne offense will come back out and take over at their own 49. Just an absolute great showing by the Tigers to this point through 3 quarters of play. Or 2 quarters and 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, they're sending a message to the Murray County Middle School Conference, and that's for sure, as they've been dominant over a very good E.O. Coffman football team.
If any other teams have been watching this broadcast or here at this game today, that message has been received. And I think it was already received after the Jamboree. Elijah Kerr still out and going down, coming out of the huddle. We'll see who that is. That did not look good.
That didn't look good at all. Did he trip over somebody's leg or what?
Not really sure. And can't tell who it is. Might be Kingsley Duncan. We don't know for sure.
I mean, the only thing I could think of that would keep him down like that could be a knee problem or
something in the ankle that I don't want to speak into existence. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll have a player down on the field. 20 seconds to play. Tigers on top, 25-0 over E.O. Coffman. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wall covering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
Killian Brown was the man down for the Tigers. An awkward situation right there as he just fell to the ground coming out of the huddle.
He just, and absolutely, Big Lou, he just collapsed is about the only word I can see. But,
yeah, I really don't know how to describe it.
He rolled from his stomach back onto his back and brought his knee up in the air and was, so he's got his senses about him, thank goodness, and got up and walked off the field. So
he's gone back down to the turf on the sideline as they continue to look at him, but he did walk off the field under his own power.
And even though this is a beautiful night for football, it's still a little warm out there, and it's still the first game of the season, and there's a lot of fluids being lost by these young men out here on this football field. So
first full four quarters of football, and this is a lot longer to be out there than 2 20-minute running halves like it was in the Jamboree. We hope the best for Killian Brown as he's getting stretched out, it looks like, on the sideline, so maybe a cramp.
Trying to get this last 20 seconds of the third quarter played. Seems like we've been sitting on it for about 10 minutes here.
Avery Shipp comes into the game. Elijah Kerr in the pistol with Jakari Owens behind him, and he will hand it off to Owens. Going around the left side, crosses midfield, breaks one tackle, and gets down to the 45-yard line before being taken down by the Panthers' Gabe Hendrick. A pickup of 6 yards as we approach the end of the third quarter of play. And the third quarter will expire 25-0. The Tigers lead it through 3 quarters over the Panthers from E.O. Coffman. We'll return for fourth quarter action. See if the Tigers can hold on. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia. We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right.
Fourth quarter begins with a handoff up the middle by the Tigers up to about the 42-yard line. Line to gain was the 41. It brings up a third down and 1 for Whitthorne, and they will try and convert this one as we go under 8 minutes officially to play. 8-minute quarters in middle school football. Welcome back in to the broadcast. Lewis Maddox, Drake Colley, and Peyton Calvert with football on a Thursday night from Lindsey Nelson Stadium. The only better words to say are football on a Friday night from Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
Yeah.
And a hard count by the Tigers. Every member of the E.O. Coffman front line jumped into the neutral zone. It'll be an encroachment on the Panthers on 3rd down and 1, and a free first down for the Tigers as the ball will be moved up to about the 37.
Real quick, Big Lou, let's remind some folks and give a special thanks to our sponsors for this year's 2025 Whitthorne Middle School season. Ned Rich of Custom Stone Handlers, Goodman Family Dentistry, Munger and Mulder Attorneys at Law, McDonald's of Columbia, the Wolf Family.
Here's Elijah Kerr in a pistol. He'll hand off to Jakari Owens. No, he'll keep it himself around the right end, up to the 45-yard line, gets a block down to the 30. It was actually the 35-yard line, excuse me. Gets down to the 29. A pickup of 8 yards on first down. It brings up 2nd down and 2 as we tick under 7 minutes to play in the game.
Some more terrific folks that help bring this broadcast to you. Lister Hill Credit Union, Foster Insurance, Mike and Jimmy Ford, Ryan Gandy of Tennessee Electric Incorporated, Krebs Kubota of Columbia,
Matascala family.
Matascala family. Thank you very much, Big Lou. Don and Sandra Gandy and Columbia Power and Water Systems. We certainly appreciate your sponsorship. And if you folks see these folks out in the community, give them a big high five and a thanks for being part of this broadcast.
Hand off to Jakari Owens on 2nd down and 2. Cuts up, gets to the 25, and is spun down there. Picks up the first down. Pickup of 4 yards on 2nd and 2. And a fresh set of downs for the Tigers as we approach 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
I'm pretty sure I know what Coach Dixon's thinking right here. If we get any points at all, then in my backups can come in the game and we can get to triple zeros and put a notch in the win column.
Yeah, I think he's trying to run that clock down as much as possible. So we do go under 6 to play, 5:50 left in the game. As Kerr comes out, give the signal to the rest of the huddle, and they break out. The 2 wide receivers set out Actually, one receiver sent out to the right side. Killian Brown and Will Davis set up as tight ends on the right side. A handoff to Adarius Booker, and he is wrestled down for a big loss back around the 30-yard line. Loss of 5. Kaysen Driver, the man who busted through the Tiger line to make that tackle.
A few more sponsors we have, Big Lou. Bob and Kelly Myers, Wire Masters Incorporated, Brandon Taylor. Thank you. R.G. Satterwhite, Morgan Lust Healthcare Market, and Jimbo and Kim Nutt. We certainly appreciate your generous sponsorship for the Whitthorne Middle School Tiger program for 2025 and helping us bring this broadcast to all of Middle Tennessee and beyond.
2 tight ends set for the Tigers. Shotgun snap and a throw out to Tez Johnson in the flat. Makes a move. Kaysen Driver is right there once again and makes another tackle in the backfield. Another loss for the Tigers, this time back around the 34. And Tez Johnson is down and injured on the play at the 35-yard line, holding his lower back.
Yeah, he might have taken what is known as a kidney shot there, right? Kind of the small of the left side of the spine there at the small of his back, and that does not feel good when you catch a helmet, a face mask, a knee maybe in that part of that body. So he's
Johnson
up and walking,
up.
got his helmet off, and he's not the happiest camper on the field right now, but it looks like he's going to be okay.
I think just a stinger to that lower back area.
Yeah.
And from Kaysen Driver especially, that's not probably a good feeling to have.
And it doesn't feel good right now, and it's really not going to feel good tomorrow.
No.
So those are the type of hits that take a couple of days to forget about.
Approaching 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter as the Tigers hold a 25-point lead over E.O. Coffman. Another shotgun formation for Elijah Kerr. 1 tight end to the right, 2 wide receivers split out to the left. Kerr, shotgun snap, looking downfield, looking for Sage Gidcombe around the first down line to gain, and Throver throws him, can't make the connection, and it brings up 4th down and about 20 to go for the Tigers.
That wasn't far off target for Kerr. If he could just learn to put a little bit more air under that ball right there and let that receiver run to it, run under it, that has 6 written all over it.
The Tigers scored on that same play in the Jamboree against the Woodland Warriors on a play designed to go to Avery Shipp in that same area. That time just couldn't connect. That brings up 4th down. The Tigers offense will stay out there. They're in plus territory down at the 35. 4th down and 20 to go. So you're up 25 points. Why not just get some more offensive practice? Elijah Kerr takes the shotgun snap, looking downfield, trying to get it to Will Davis, and it's incomplete. And the ball will turn over on downs back over to E.O. Coffman with 3:49 to play in the fourth quarter. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there between Elijah Kerr and Will Davis, the tight end. Lewis Maddox, Drake Colley, Peyton Calvert for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Also got Tracy Cameron and Drake Pugh on the call on our separate stream. Voices of the Battle Creek Grizzlies this season. We've taken this night to train some of our other crews for Mount Pleasant and Battle Creek and Spring Hill.
And just a reminder, P-Money, you want to remind the folks we're all season on Friday nights where they can pick up.
Absolutely. You can find Central Always is on 103.7 WKRM. They're also on the stream, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
Okay.
And then Game of the Week is going to be on 101.7 WKOM and also streamed on Facebook.
All those social media outlets also.
That is correct.
Quarterback keeper from Barnett picks up about 4 yards on first down up to the 38-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
You can just Google WKOM.com, Front Porch SportsTN.com. Is that correct?
FrontPorchRadioTN.com.
Okay, so FrontPorchRadioTN.com. You Google that, and it'll throw it up there, and you can punch the stream if you can't make it to the stadiums or it's an away game or whatever the deal's going on. But our Murray County Public Schools game day or game of the week will always be on 101.7 and streamed from a local Murray County High School football stadium.
Cooper Barnett takes the shotgun snap, will keep it himself, and is drugged down by Jakari Owens. He had one hand on the jersey, taken down to the line of scrimmage. It brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. A great tackle by Jakari Owens. Yeah, we're sitting in the Columbia Central broadcast booth right now. 1340 and 103.7 AM, FM.
Yeah.
This will be the 79th year of Central football.
Wow.
On this radio station. And Barry Duke is the voice of the Lions, is standing right behind us. And
yeah, he's. I talked to Barry earlier today. He's been working out his pipes, getting into his pregame rituals, and getting ready for the season. And we're excited. The Jamboree.
Week from tomorrow.
Is a week from tomorrow. Is that going to be here right here?
Spring Hill
High School. The high school Jamboree. So
up through the center of the line and sacked is Barnett, back at the 31-yard line by number 34 for the Tigers. Nathan Thurman, man responsible for that sack. I don't have a 34 on my roster, but I'm going to trust the guys over there.
Okay.
And say it is Nathan Thurman.
I've got a 33 that lists Nathan, but I don't. But they might have moved him up a number. That happens sometimes.
Maybe. E.O. Coffman back, set to punt once again. Perez is back for the Panthers. Kingsley Duncan stands at his own 33-yard line, set to receive the punt from E.O. Coffman.
And of course, you know who had 34 written down on their sheet, don't you? That just showed me. Barry Duke standing behind me just showed me that he had made a correction over the 33 and had 34 written. So
that was Nathan Thurman.
So it's amateur. I mean, it
happens. We were unprepared like always.
There's our man. The smoothest pipes in the business.
The voice of the Lions, Barry Duke.
The voice of the Lions. There's just no other way to put it.
Tigers will be set up after the punt. 1st down and 10. The Panther 49-yard line.
114, Big Lou. And the Tigers can be undefeated.
And unscored
after week 1, and unscored on.
That's not really the best way to put it, but that's one way. Thank you, Kalioka.
They have not been scored on.
Pitched a shutout.
Yeah, exactly.
25-0 at this point, and the Tigers still have their starting offensive unit out on the field. As Elijah Kerr will take the snap, take a couple of steps back, and in victory formation takes the knee. And I assume they'll have to take one more at around 40 seconds. Even though there is no play clock in middle school football, I'm sure they're just going to make them take one more knee.
And I'm going to say this.
Not let 1 minute, whole minute taken off the clock.
Watching both these teams play tonight, it's not like E.O. Coffman is terrible. It's not like E.O. Coffman doesn't have good size, some speed, and some talent at the skill levels. It's just, I think, Whitthorne Middle School is that much better.
Oh, I 100%
I mean,
agree
do you see
with
what I mean?
Jake.
I just...
Absolutely.
I mean, I think they've got some big, strong linemen on E.O. Coffman's side, and they've got some – their quarterback can throw the ball. They've got guys that can catch the ball and run. But, I just think tier-wise, Whitthorne Middle School is a tier above E.O. Coffman right now.
Yeah, and they showed it here tonight.
Yeah.
Another knee taken by Elijah Kerr will wrap up the ball game. The Tigers will be 1-0 after week 1, after they take it from the E.O. Coffman Panthers 25-0 as the clock hits 0, and the teams will meet at midfield to shake some hands. Some good sportsmanship there. What a game, and what a first showing from the Tigers from Whitthorne Middle School as they start their season undefeated with a shutout.
Yep, they look good, well coached. I think for the most part, Coach Dickinson's going to be pleased with his team's performance. There are some mental errors that happened in the first quarter, penalty-wise, that I think he addressed at halftime, because there were a lot less penalties in the second half on the Whitthorne Tigers than there were in the first. But, those coaches, they always want an edge. They always want something to coach on next week, and I think correcting those mental errors and penalties will be something that will be a.
That'll do it for our coverage here on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. We appreciate everybody that tuned in to our broadcast of the first middle school football game here in 2025. Once again, the final score 25-0, Whitthorne winners over E.O. Coffman in week number 1.